Okay, so Death Battle dropped the Death Battle returning thing earlier, and I got and they basically confirmed Madara versus Aizen. I'm gonna when that happens, I'm gonna make a prediction video. Don't worry. And only fighter that they really showed that didn't get a confirmed matchup up here is Korra, uh, as in her. So I decided to gather up a bunch of matchups uh, matchups ups that would be good for Korra. Some are bad. I'm not gonna lie. And basically just say which one I think Death Battle will be most likely to do, which is probably the last one I found on and I actually kind of like the last one I found. Uh, Sorry for that. Um, yeah. Anyways, is I'll also give a rating to each matchup on how I think it is. I'm gonna say none of these were made by me. They were all made by people on the internet. So thank you to whoever made these. But anyways, let's get on with it. So we're gonna start off simple with Storm versus Korra. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm gonna say 2 out of 10 matchup. Not a good, because they only share the fact that they have elemental powers. Their personality is different. Everything about them is different, but it also leaves creativity to death battle if they use it. That is, yes, they could have creative moments with Storm and Korra where the two bounce off each other with using their elemental powers. Always. Though, when it comes to it, I really don't want to see Storm be wasted like this. I'd like to see Storm fight someone with one with a bit more oh, connections. Just eh. It could leave creativity, and that's what keeps it from being 1 out of 10. And anyways, I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna waste time with this one. Next one, however, I will waste time with because it's a 1 out of 10 matchup all the way. Ray from Ray versus Korra is a matchup I, honest to God, don't like. I don't despise, but it's a bad matchup. The band, they're both women who saved, saved planets. I get that, but they have nothing in common other than that. Like they save people all the time. That's kind of the point of a hero. So that's like putting putting Aang versus Luke because as both are both they're both extremely strong, extremely powerful, and regarded as some of the strongest of their generation. Nation, nation. But anyways, moving on. So Ray and Korra have nothing in common. They don't have personality in common. They don't have powers in common. Only thing I see this as is a way to mess with to waste Korra, because freaking Christ, what Christ, both Ray and Korra have so many better matchups. I can't even discuss them all. Oh, so I'm just gonna honestly, I'd rather see Ray versus one of them fight Starfire from Titans or something, or DC whatever you'd call it when it's a DC matchup. Just I'd rather see them fight Starfire, which I also believe to be a completely shit matchup for both. Well, don't worry, that is not on the list. I'm pretty sure it's not a possibility. But I'm gonna say this: they could have creativity with Ray using the Force every now and then maybe, and of course they could also have Korra trying to counter the Force in any way she can, and event and and I'm gonna say I believe that this one would just end up with them killing each other. Like I don't even think there would be a solid outcome in an actual fight between the two because they would just as have such different power sets, neither one would know how to react back to the other. So, yeah. Moving on to JoJo vs. Korra. Korra. So yeah, JoJo as an opponent would be interesting. It would be it would be nice to see him return to Death Battle, and honestly, when it comes down to it, I wouldn't mind seeing this one if they did it right. I need like it leaves creativity potential. Like say a Star Platinum hits Korra a few times and she gets confused. That would be a ruse, so she starts attacking everywhere she can. That would be a really cool scene, because it's Korra trying to adapt to the situation. I don't watch Legend of Korra, so I don't know if she's like that. And and I hear she's pretty intelligent later on in the series, but that's about it. I haven't watched it myself. I'm gonna say this now. I don't know much about Korra outside of the fact that she's a powerful avatar, or or and that he started out cocky, stupid, and kind of uncaring, and using, yeah, but honestly, I'm not gonna defend it. It's not even kind of close. Jojo Omeda stomps Skatara no matter what Death Battle says. Is that honestly, if Jojo ever returns, I just want to see him have a rematch with Kenshiro, and that I'm getting it right this time, where Jojo just starts like stomping Kenshiro every second of the fight. Man, Kenshiro vs Jojo was a bad episode. Anyways, this one I'd say 5 out of 10, and they need to get it just right for a fight. But other than that, I don't see I see some lack of connections, but I can look over that with the creativity potential for this one being so much higher than the first one. Anyways, next, Korra versus Miss Marvel. When it's Miss Marvel, I'm pretty sure it's talking about how the one that can stretch her limbs out and act and is kind of similar to who who kind of similar to who Mr. Fantastic, and not Carol Danvers before she became Captain Marvel. In which case this is strong, but I wouldn't mind this one. And when it comes to Miss Marvel, wasn't the one that can stretch her limbs and stuff like Mr. Fantastic, she actually has some pretty good. That actually leaves some pretty good fight potential. Plus, they're both women who were kind of thrust into a hero lifestyle who how due to gaining powers without them wanting it, but ending up loving the fact that they do have powers. It's something that leaves a lot of animation potential, and so it could be really entertaining. And the only thing is, from what they showed out of Korra, it doesn't look like it would be a fight scene involving. Doesn't look like like it would be Miss Marvel, because she was kind of chained up during Korra was kind of chained up during the scene she showed up in. And so yeah, I'm this one's probably the least likely to happen out of all of these, but I still like this matchup and might even end up doing it myself on my on Korra, which, if you guys don't know, I write death battles on on the name on my username is the King of Weebs. Just look me up and you should find me. Anyways, 8 out of 10 matchup. I like this one. This one, nobody can say AI can't. Next one, Boruto versus Korra. This is another one I don't mind, actually. Like, a lot of people give Boruto crap, Boruto shit, but I actually don't mind the anime. I enjoy watching it. Not as good as Naruto. I'm not saying that, that but but I like the unique direction it went in. It didn't try to be like unlike what I'm pretty sure Bleach was doing when they had Ichigo have a son. Anyways, so this one actually has some decent connections too. They're both successors of some of the some strong anime protagonists, being Sakura being the successor of Aang, and Boruto being the successor of Naruto. Naruto. Oh. Also they both have a natural gift in their craft. Korra is a naturally talented avatar, and Boruto is actually a really talented ninja. Like he learned, he's already learned a lot, learned, and he's already learned shadow clones, owns and a bunch of other stuff, and he's learning sword fighting from Sasuke. Yeah. So, what do I think about the creativity of the possibilities? And I say there is a lot of creative potential with this matchup. Both of them could literally do anything they want to each other. They could be a scene where where Boruto goes to attack with a sword or Korra grabs a random blade off a suit of armor, since that's what the setting looks like. Apparently, it looks like it's some kind of castle, so I would guess there's suits of armor all over the place. That's probably just stereotyping. Either way, the creativity potential for this one is actually pretty high. Not as high as Miss Marvel vs. Korra, but still pretty freaking high. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 because I like the connections better than Miss Marvel versus Korra, and I kind of admittedly do have to give credit to the fact that Boruto and Korra are both also have personalities that could bounce off each other pretty well. Next, Lloyd Garmadon versus Korra. This is a matchup I want to see happen at some point. Not my favorite matchup for Lloyd, that would be the Green Ranger, but Ranger, no Dragon or Megazord allowed. Or no Dragon Zord and no Dragon for Lloyd allowed in that matchup. I'm saying that now, Death Battle, if you're watching. But Lloyd versus Korra has the most potential for a fight, right, out of any of the others. There's others. Both the plus the connections are actually really good. Right, right. Korra and Lloyd both 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 start out as misfits, and it's in caring about what their potential is, but but they slowly start to grow and adapt into a worthy successor of into a worthy master of their craft. Both are extremely agile and apparently smart according to most people. Again, I haven't watched Legend of Korra. I probably should, but I'm not gonna deny that. Um. Also, also, I want to point out that both Korra and Lloyd and both Korra and Lloyd are actually pretty skilled in hand to hand, even with the fact that they can fight with different elements. Lloyd has Lloyd, being the Green Ninja, has the ability to use ice, fire, water, and wind. No, was it lightning? Ninjago is so freaking confusing. It's been so long. Yeah, I think it is lightning I'm thinking about. Out. 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 And yeah, and Korra has ice, has water, fire, wind, and earth. I don't know or if she has access to all of the other techniques among those, like ice, like using ice bending, ending witches from water. Um, I believe there's some kind of lava bending that I've seen before, or in some animations. If that's an actual thing, then I think Korra can probably do it. Only thing I'm not confident in Korra being able to do is what Aang couldn't do, in which case is lightning. Lightning. And, yeah. Anyways, I really like this matchup, 10 out of 10. But the next one is just as good for certain reasons, and I can't even list them all because I barely know the other guy. This matchup is Core versus a guy called old Del Delson Rowe. Oh, from I believe I don't know. I don't know much about this guy, but from what I've read, that he's pretty similar to Korra in that he has elemental abilities and that he can free that he's and that he's pretty. He started out naive, but he's stupid and stuff, and grew as a character into a worthy user of his power. He's also extremely. He's also apparently both. He's also apparently powerful, but I can't say any much. I know he apparently he has a limit to what he can do. Unlike Korra, but I want to point out this is the most popular matchup I've seen for Korra, meaning it's most likely the one that will be in this season. I don't mind it. I really don't. I can't give an accurate rating. I feel like it's just as good as Lloyd versus Korra, but I don't know enough. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know enough about this matchup to really give an opinion on it. I'm disappointed because it's actually, from what I've read about it, it's actually a pretty good matchup, and I don't mind it. Korra has so many potential opponents, and this one seems to be most popular, and I don't mind it. I really don't. Like, compared to Storm versus Korra, or freaking Christ Ray versus Korra, well, I just don't mind it. It's a pretty good matchup for Korra, and I really like it. Like, I just, I just really hope they won't use Core against someone like Vay or A or something, or just mess up animation again. Because this Core is a character I kind of want to see. He not only do well in Death Battle, but actually get respect and actually have a good matchup and just get respected overall. Because Core is a character. While I haven't seen her show, oh, I kind of feel like she's what, like from what I read about her and stuff. She actually is a really good character apparently. So yeah, I think that's everything I really need to talk about. Yeah. So that was my opinion on possible core opponents, and most of them were actually pretty good, except for these first three. Well, except for these first two, JoJo versus Korra, I still have kind of a strange opinion on. Don't mind it, but don't like it. Eh. Either way, hey, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I'll catch you on the flip side. Alright.